What's up, guys? We are about to head out to Panama City Beach. Oh my gosh, me, my 10th grade guys, we're gonna head out to the Walk 2018.
Homie. What's up, homie?
What is it called?
It's called the Walk. Woo! Woo!
How long we been planning for this?
Like a whole month.
Wow, that is hype, man. You have hype game. What's happening right now?
Panama City Beach.
Right now?
Oh, we going to the Walk, man.
Oh,
2018.
oh,
Let's get it.
What's up, Rich?
oh, what's up, dog? What's up, Adam? Huh? Hey, where are we going, homie?
The Walk.
Let's go.
Walk 2018!
Oh my god.
All the dabs.
A good start to the Walk conference. Look at this guy. Oh, mercy. Oh. Squad. Jake.
That's the line, Rich.
I was playing ski, I was playing in Flanders.
There is everyone in Tallahassee here. This one
whole town,
Chick-fil-A.
We're pretty much behind the whole town.
Let's go. Don't say that.
Yeah.
From the depths you have raised me to a height I've never seen. Oh, you saw what I could be.
Grab the corner, alright? You put it behind the back. Alright? It's not here. Alright? Then
Never be the same. And now your light is painting over me. In all the colors of a masterpiece. Yeah. And now I'm not the same.
Just enjoying the beach in the sun, and we just had dinner.
Shut up.
I don't know where my luggage is, but that's okay. Just enjoying life.
Life is enjoyable.
Look at my man over here. He's enjoying life.
He's enjoying life. He's finding his medals. Enjoying. It's been pretty cool.
Just call my name. Alive and unafraid. This beating heart forever change. Oh, I'm not the same. Come alive, live your life. And now I'm not the same. Let the free walk in freedom. Let your love be the reason. Breath of life I am breathing. And now
He wants to know you, and he wants to pull you close.
I know I'll never be the same.
It's really hard to imagine what we could become. I don't know that right now you could even imagine what God has in mind for you. Even if I told you, God has some things in mind for your confidence that you cannot believe. God could eradicate every ounce of anxiety and give you the kind of peace that you could only dream of, and you could become a leader with purpose and value and influence. Some of you in the room would go, I can't imagine me with that.
Now your light is painting over
Wake up. Time for breakfast. Time for that breakfast.
me. Oh, and all the colors.
There's been a dance that's went viral for the past 6 months, and I want 4 people on this stage. Oh my goodness, get the iPhones out right at the track. We gotta pick a winner. Head, shoulders, knees, top.
Starting off this morning by telling God that we put all of our trust in Him. With every breath, with every word I speak, with every step, with every heartbeat, Jesus, let it be for you, only my dreams and all my plans. I trust it all. Who else loves to walk? God, are you even listening to me? God, to me, it feels like you're a bad father. But y'all, he answered my prayer. He said, I'm not far from you. I'm not turning my back on you. You're turned away from me. But God has never, ever changed. He loves you so deeply, and he is there listening to your prayers. And draw your attention to the fact that he has always been and always will be by your side, ready to hear you, ready to guide you, wants to love you. He wants to know you. It's time for letting go. I'm not in control. Jesus, you are. Jesus, you are.
We're going to talk about the way we view other people. Somebody has said something about you on social media, or spread a rumor about you, or said something to your face, or wanted to just ruin your reputation. And it's an awful feeling. It's a feeling of feeling like your humanity was robbed a little bit. Think about who is currently in your moral circle. And then ask yourself the question, why is that? Are you showing kindness to them because they're your kind, or are you showing kindness to them for some other reason? I'm going to ask you to extend your moral circle, because you don't have any idea why people act the way that they act. If you will extend your moral circle to understand them and their story, it'd be a lot easier to love them.
Last night at the disco, we had on our headphones. We were dancing crazy.
We just friends. What are you saying? Baby.
I lost my voice, kind of, sort of, partly. I can't really talk. My throat hurts.
I told you once, and now I told you.
Other than that, it was fun. We got real sweaty and hot.
We gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite.
It was really hot. We got crunk. We was
Dude, was it sick or what?
It was sick, bro. Sick wasn't even a word. It was ridiculous. I was trying to put sick and ridiculous together. I can't really put
Silent
those.
disco.
Silent disco. It was good.
Colors of a masterpiece, yeah. And now I'm not the same, 'cause perfect love is called my name. Alive and unafraid, this beating heart forever changed. And now I'm not the same. 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 You rebuild and you redeem more than I could ever fathom. Better than my wildest dreams. More than I could dare imagine now. Your light is painting over me. In all the colors of a masterpiece, yeah. And now I'm not the same, 'cause perfect love is
I want to challenge each of us this week to find that personal faithfulness from God. God is probably like, Darren, bro, you know better. That's not good enough. If the guy who worked for an hour gets the same thing as them, that's not fair. God's not based on what you earn. That's completely not what he is. You see the story and you think, earn. Gotta make it, gotta make the money. I did it, I earned it, I deserve it. He's saying God doesn't work off deserve and earn. The point is, we have it in our brain. I prove myself to people, and then I get what I earned. Jesus wants us to know this. God is generous.
on my name. Alive and unafraid. This beating heart forever changed.
Walk 18, you ready to sing with us tonight?
There's nothing more fulfilling that you will ever know in life than Jesus.
There is nothing like we were made.
This equation, we say, hey, my ability plus my possessions, physique, and reputation is going to determine how much value I have. For a lot of people in our culture, they have no idea that there's an invisible enemy who is seeking to kill and destroy them. You always feel empty, so you're always running to outside things to try to fill in gaps. Romans 5:8 that says that in the middle of our mess, God or Christ died for us. They say, I'm a child of God. We can't dismiss that as a small idea because it has significant meaning. God, we have a Heavenly Father who says, hey, you are way more than what you have become, what you've allowed the enemy to convince you of. And you can be so much more. You start to retrain the gray matter up here. And And when you have those negative thoughts about yourself, you say, I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. Because here's the reality. To God, you are worth knowing because he knows your worth. I want you to talk about some of the negative ideas you may have about yourself. And I want you to talk about some of the positive ways you can replace that. Every day you wake up, the enemy is waiting to convince you you're not.
And now I'm not the same. And now I'm not the same. And now I'm not the same. Run and hide, you bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from
Dart!
That's it. That's it.
Lost my voice a little bit more, yelling for our team, screaming. And they cheated us. The seniors won by 5 points with 205, and the sophomores had 200, and it made no sense because how many skunks do you run into in the woods? I don't even know one skunk story.
Rigged.
I don't know one skunk story, and we were killing them in Family Feud. It was red, bro. It had to be.
We had an amazing day at the Walk 2018, and I did a handstand on a ledge. I will post a picture. But look at it, right there.
I know.
Put yourself in a spot that was like completely out of your control or ability to fix. No matter how hard I try, it's like I can't seem to fit in. It's winning your parents' approval. For some of you, you wish you could fix their marriage. Every single one of us has experienced or is currently experiencing a situation that seems out of your control or ability to change or to fix. And of course I want to change, but I can't. So imagine that Jesus is standing looking at this guy and he's smiling. You are exactly right. You can't, bro. You can't fix the thing that's broken in you. But here's the good news. Some of you feel like there is nothing you can do about it, and guess what? The reality is you are absolutely right. You can't, but Jesus can. I've done the church camp thing. I've been to the Walk like 3 years. This is my 4th year. I'm just going to go back and be the same me. Like I can't get past this, but the reality that Jesus wants this guy to see and wants every single one of us to see is that, yeah, right. You can't, but he can. Because this is grace. It's a gift. It's a gift that you don't deserve. But you gotta come to the end of yourself. Because that's where grace begins. You gotta come to the end of yourself and realize that you actually need some help. You see, like, you'll never accept a gift that you don't think that you need. And that's where some of you find yourself tonight. At the end of yourself. It's at the end of you that grace begins. It's at the end of you that grace steps in. It's at the end of you that you can begin to receive the help Jesus wants to offer.
Chain, you fill my heart with songs of praise.
And he said, if you can't do it, Jesus can. So it was just a really great sermon. I cried a little bit. Everybody was really emotional.
I heard there was some type of prank war going on.
Yeah, man. So basically, it all started out, the girls, they started out as a calm little prank by ding-dong ditching us, knocking on our door. They ran. So we went back and we knocked on their door, and we ran. But we wanted to take it one step further because we raw like that, and we were like, let's fill up as many water bottles as we can and squirt them as soon as they open up the door. So we went over, we knocked on their door. We was like, Rich said that we had to apologize for knocking on their door. They got all of the girls at the front. We counted down, tore them up. We just squirted all the water bottles on them. They were screaming. It was hilarious. They were screaming.
How'd Mafia Wars go tonight?
Mafia, me and Jake, my partner, only ones who won tonight, because we run like that. We had people turning against each other.
You guys awake or what? Today is the last day of the walk. Last night, a bunch of us in the room said yes to Jesus for the first time in here last night.
So when Jesus said the greatest command is to love God, it's because the best thing for you is to love God.
Made to know you and to walk beside you. There is nothing like you. We were made for this. Yes, we were made for this. Standing with your arms wide open, wide open. Can't run from your presence, 'cause there's no place that far. So I run to you, my Savior. There's safety in your arms.
I mean, last night we saw some incredible things happen. We saw people's lives being changed. Everybody told you not to date them, and you were like, no, I'm gonna change them. It sucks to fail. Like, it hurts to fail. It's disappointing. It's discouraging. Sometimes it's defining. Some of you have failed in a way that you feel like it's like, like I did this and now I feel like I am this. It's that not only does failure suck, but failure is inevitable. You're going to bump into failure. There's one of two options, ways to respond when you run into failure. Not if you run it, but when you run into failure. You can give up, is that when it comes to Jesus, failure isn't final. You know what, when you go back home, you messed up one weekend, that doesn't have to define the rest of your weekends because failure isn't final. But you gotta get up. Get up and keep following. Your failure isn't final, and you are settling for less than God's best, and you are missing out on all that God has for you. People around you need to see, right? And like, they need to see you bounce back so that they know that they can bounce back. They need to see you get up when you fall short, and so that they can know that God can still love them when they fail and they fall short. Your school, your friends, your family, the world around you, they need us to bounce back.
Only you can, Jesus.
It's the last day of the walk 2018. Last day in beautiful Panama City Beach. And so the lesson today was mostly about like opening up to your group and just becoming closer as family, really. Like taking the step to become family, not as much as friends. And to be there for each other when everyone needs you. And that you don't need to be ashamed in opening up to people about some problem you have or something that's happening in your life. The main session was about how failure does not define who you are. If you fail, you can bounce back, get up again.
You're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. The glory of your throne to bring this runaway back home. Only you can, only you can.
Are you ready for our last session?
Sing
some things. But it was nothing in and of themselves. They were ordinary. They were not extraordinary at all. But Jesus is, y'all. Jesus is extraordinary. For ordinary people that will lean in, trust and follow Jesus, let him change them, and then go out and change the world. God does extraordinary things through ordinary people. The change that you've experienced here, it doesn't have to stay here. It's got to go home. It's got to go home because there's somebody back at home that needs to experience what you got to experience here. And if you'll offer up your ordinary and stick close to the one who's extraordinary, then you guys, miracles are possible. Change can happen. Schools can change, a city can change, a friend group can change, a family can change, a friend can change. I say the closer that you stay to Jesus, the more like Jesus you're going to become. The more influence, the more impact, the more change you'll be able to enact, the further you'll go. The entire group that we call InsideOut, you guys, we will go further the closer you stay to Jesus. If you'll spend time with Jesus, if you'll serve others like Jesus, if you'll get into your Bible and actually start reading it, if you'll stay close to Jesus, the further we'll go. Because the more you spend time with Jesus, the more you're gonna want to love and serve your friends and invite your friends. The more you're going to see them the way that he sees them, and the more he's going to change you and be able to enact change through you. So it won't be just the further that you'll go, it'll be the further we'll go. And then, honestly, if you'll stay close to Jesus, the further he'll go.
So we're here the last night of the Walk 2018, and the message tonight was about how ordinary people can be used for extraordinary things. And you don't have to be the richest person to make a change in the world, or the smartest to invent a cure for cancer, any sort of sickness. You just have to be there.
It was the last day of the walk.
Mm-hmm.
How was it, bro?
Eye-opening. Not what I expected at all. I thought it would be more of a laid-back trip, and it was serious. Heart-touching. And I would definitely advise coming next year.
What was your favorite part of the week?
Probably the first message by that really funny guy. The story about how if you put trust in God and others, your life can become way more easier and way more fulfilling. The pool was amazing. The resort's amazing. I want to thank the staff here for putting up with us, especially JC and all that for arranging it. And just a big thank you to everyone else who's participating. Rich, Bobby.
And you give me love, you give me life, you keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so kind to me. All the overwhelming, never-ending grace.
75 of you last night who gave their lives to Jesus for the first time. It's a real experience of what the power of God can do. Completely change lives, break down walls, break addiction, break depression, anxiety, whatever it is you were walking in with this week, you've experienced. That's why InsideOut exists. That's why the walk exists. It's because we want to see you guys come to know the love of Jesus and who he is and what he's done for us.
Time for letting go. I'm not in control. Jesus, you are. Jesus, you are. It's time for letting go. I'm not in control. Jesus, you are. Jesus, you are. It's time for letting go. I'm not in control. Jesus, you are. Jesus, you are. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name.
When you encounter him, you are forever changed. Tomorrow we're going home. Hey, right now, just say he can. Just say it one more time. I want you to hear yourself say he can.
And we have a feeling that even though this is the end of the walk, that this is the beginning of something so incredible in Buckhead, and in Gwinnett, and in Decatur, and in Woodstock, and in wherever y'all from in Anthem Church. So Walk 18, we love you. This has been the greatest privilege of our lives. We are honored to be on this journey with you.
It was a blessing. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. Definitely, hands down, the best camp I ever been to. Biggest takeaway is whenever you fail, you always got to get back up. Because we're going to struggle. We might want to stay on the path and then we fall off the path, but instead of giving up completely, we're going to get back up and keep going. So last night got deep. It was an hour and a half straight of music. Probably 1,000 kids standing on their feet with their hands raised to God. Everybody's spirit was connected. We were on the same level, just giving straight love to God and showing Him praise. It was awesome.
How was the living situation?
Oh, it was packed. We had 3 bedrooms, 3 baths with 17 people.
We just got back from the walk 2018. It was lit, it was fun. Learned a lot about God, learned a lot about myself, learned about everybody in our group, you know. It's a good experience.
What's the biggest takeaway from the trip?
To become a better Christian, I'm going to have my ups and downs. Everything is not going to be easy sailing. I'm going to have days where I end up feeling bad about myself, about sinning, have to just get up and not give up, you know.
Right. This is JC, the man behind it all. Tell us a little bit about what just happened.
Man, we just got through 5 days at Panama City Beach with 43 students, and we just had an incredible time seeing a couple of them start a relationship with Jesus and tons of them taking steps in their faith with Jesus. So it's just been so cool to see that happen. Man, my biggest takeaway was just, you know, pausing and allowing God to have His room to work in the students' lives, because He does want to change them, and He can do it. And being able to see like our students get that, like maybe they can't change their lives and they definitely can't change their lives, but God definitely can and He will. So allowing them to see that throughout this week was just incredible.
Dude, we just got back from Walk 18, bro. Life change happened, man. I'm super excited to see what happens with these guys, man. Come in with fire and passion after God. It's gonna be really cool to see over the next few months what they take with what they heard this week. Just keep your heart open, man, because these guys love a vulnerable heart and they value truth and honesty. And so just being open with these guys was the biggest thing, man. It's incredible. And I just learned that I have areas I can change and I can grow from. I think as a leader, I get caught up in knowing everything and knowing that I'm doing all right, but in reality I'm not. Everybody's got mistakes and everybody's got faults. So just being able to change from that and lean into God in those areas of weakness.
Just got back from a 5-day retreat at the Walk, and it was crazy and awesome all at the same time, and I'm absolutely exhausted. During one of the leader meetings, my co-leader called out a girl's name for everyone to be praying for specifically, and so all the leaders and the people from North Point were praying for her. And then when we had a night that they talked about giving your life to Christ, she stood up and gave her life to Christ. Vulnerability draws you closer. So the whole theme for their grade is to open up, and they're not going to open up unless I open up, and me opening up brings them closer to me and them closer to each other.
We just got back from the walk. It was so much fun. We learned so much about the Lord, and girls just got so much closer and grew their relationships with Jesus, but also with each other. And I'm just super pumped. I'm super pumped for Sunday. I'm super excited for everyone to get back and just continue the relationship with the Lord.
All right, what was your favorite part of the trip?
Silent disco. It was so much fun, so much fun. I already told the girls at my 21st birthday that's what it's gonna be. I think I came into this thinking that it was like only for the girls and only for their walks to expand and to like get deeper, but I don't know, I took so much out of it too, and it just really, I don't know, it deepened my faith as well, and so I'm just really thankful for that.
Just got back from the walk. It was like one of the greatest events, and being a senior going for the last year was so much fun. Reed Moore did some amazing sessions. It was super, super cool. I mean, I loved what he was talking about. I feel like the biggest takeaway was just putting more faith in God.
And how was Mafia?
Mafia was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm pretty sure we stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning every night.
The Walk 2018, it was sick. Literally best weekend ever. 75 students got saved. At Anthem, I believe 2 or 3 students did, so it was awesome. Big takeaway from the trip is that God can use ordinary people to do extraordinary things.
Woo!
Look at that.
Rehearse.
Bottom line.
Yes.
First off, I got burnt. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, yes. Favorite part,
of the walk was probably a night of worship. I was so sweaty. I got like a horseshoe. It looked like I rode a horse. It was so bad. Horseshoe sweat. I mean, it was everywhere. But most favorite experience for sure, dude, late night talks, man. I'd stay up to 2. We stayed up to even 3 one time. I didn't care how much sleep. It doesn't even matter. It was just so good. I would say, walk 2019, be ready, because it's going to be awesome. It's okay to fall straight on your face. It's okay to fail. Just get up and be okay.
So we spent a whole lot of time on the beach, and I had a student, Miss Barbara Rifwich, get saved, and it was a super awesome experience. Super stoked for her and her walk, and all my girls grew closer, and we grew closer as a group, and it was just a really good experience overall.
Nice.
My biggest takeaway was that God can do anything. He can get us through any situation that we are stuck in, and He loves us and cares about us.
All right, one more thing about the walk 2018. We really had a special group of dudes in our building, and we got closer and closer every single night. And we had kids that were literally, people only knew them for 2 days. And then now that we're into the walk, they were calling each other family. So I think that was pretty awesome and pretty cool how the walk can bring people together like that. And also, everybody's love for God got stronger too, and every one of them will tell you that. So shout out to the walk, shout out to Anthem.